From cheers of the fans to the crack of the bat, learn it all from Jimbo, Gabe, Mike, and Matt. Giving thoughts on all public teams, whether times are boom or if they are lean. Hero players that you should know, not only the good things, highs and the lows. Here it is, we're ready to go. Please enjoy the podcast. On with the show.
Good morning, good evening, and good everything in between, and welcome to the podcast, Post All-Star Game Edition. I'm your host, Jimbo Bernicki, and I'm joined as always by Mr. Gabe Warman. How you doing, Gabe?
Full. I made brisket tonight.
Ooh, fantastico.
10 hours in the slow cooker, worth every minute.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say we can talk forever about brisket, but let's get into some baseball. But we're joined also by Mr. Michael Bealey. How you doing, Mike?
I'm tired from packing because I'm leaving for England for a week tomorrow, and if anyone's wondering, I have packed 2 Marines t-shirts. Must represent the team.
Hell yeah, that rules, man. Where are you going in England?
Just around the London area. I might catch a Ryanair flight over to Ireland for like a day, because apparently you can just do that in Europe. Pay $50 for a round-trip flight and just go somewhere and come back.
Yep, pretty much.
It's kind of crazy.
Man, Ireland's amazing. I would actually say just skip England. Just go to Ireland, spend your whole week there.
The hotel's already booked and it's non-refundable.
Well, that's fair enough. But as we said, we are in our post-All-Star Game Break edition, and the Pacific League won both All-Star games. Gabe, give us a little rundown of the week.
They won 5-1 in Game 1 at Kyocera Dome in front of their home fans, and 10-7 on the road in Game 2 at Yokohama Stadium. I mean, yes, the Pacific League lost the home run derby to Central League's Shugo Maki, but who cares? It's just a home run derby. Besides, all the offense was in the games themselves. Buffalo's first baseman Yuma Tongu won MVP for Game 1 courtesy of his game-deciding 3-run home run in front of his home fans, and Fighters third baseman Kotaro Kiyomiya was the home run derby finalist and Game 2 MVP thanks to finishing a triple shy of the cycle. Also, we had a few minor roster changes to the All-Star team. Marines outfielder Daito Yamamoto took the 26th man spot thanks to fan voting. Fellow Marine outfielder Kyota Fujiwara replaced the injured Ryoma Nishikawa from the Buffaloes, and Buffalo shortstop Kotaro Kurebayashi sat in favor of Hawks infielder Isami Nomura. PL League Best League continued. Also, NPB announced on the 25th that Pacific League game attendance figures are up 2.6% from last year. The Lions, even though they're last in the league, went up 14.1%. 23,000 fans per game to watch a team that started off so strong and is still very much in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I remember that was something I was really impressed by last year with how abysmal the Lions season was last year. They still had some healthy crowds, but the crowds are even better this year. I mean, I really want to go to a Lions game. It seems like such a good vibe. It seems like it's very hot, though. I always hear about how hot the Balluna Dome is, but still, I can take it.
The lid traps a lot of heat, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got the open. I love the idea of like a open dome like that, but yeah, it does sound like it gets brutal really quick.
Unlike most games, the All-Star games in the Japan series are the league's property, so you have to go check out our friends at NPB's official YouTube to watch highlights.
Yep, do check that out, and I'll try to check out the highlights there myself, because I definitely did miss some of that over the week. But we are going to get into a short little ad break before we do the rest of the show. Take a listen.
Every day across America, thousands of baseball fans are starving for live games because they're stuck working the night shift. They can't watch games live and are left to scavenge for highlight reels on YouTube. It doesn't have to be this way. For just 1,500 yen per month, you can sponsor a shift worker to get access to Pacific League TV. Live broadcasts, including farm team games, with start times between midnight and 5 a.m. Eastern, all blackout free. Your subscription also includes a decade's worth of full game videos on demand. Please find it in your heart to give the joy of Pacific League TV to the fans in your life. Visit pacificleague.com to sign up.
And so that brings us to our Around the Horn segment, where we take a look at all the teams from top to bottom in the league, starting with, as usual, though it was a little different if we recorded one day earlier, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. Take it away, Gabe.
Yeah, if we recorded this yesterday, the Hawks would have been ahead on percentage points. Fighters went 5-3 since the last episode. That includes sweeping the Eagles at their place just before the All-Star break. Speaking of the Fighters and the Eagles, that's also the most lopsided season series in the Pacific League, with the Fighters holding a 13-3-1 record over their northern rivals. That's pretty dang dominant. The Fighters went into the All-Star break in first place for the first time since 2009, and only the sixth time in franchise history. They've held on to win the pennant 3 of those 6 times. So, good portent, yes. Making his NPB debut on July 26th was 2024 first-round selection starting pitcher Reo Shibata, who started the game versus the Marines at Escon Field, Hokkaido. He threw 3 perfect innings with 3 strikeouts before handing the game over to Drew Verhagen, who completed the 3-hitter shutout effort, adding 7 more strikeouts. Not exactly an opener-follower situation, but hey, it worked. Back in action is Go Matsumoto, 2022's batting title winner. He got 2 hits and an RBI in his return to the lineup yesterday. So the Triple M outfield of Mizutani, Matsumoto, and Manami is back in action for the Fighters. Kotaro Kiyomiya picked up the go-ahead 2-run double in the bottom of the 8th to win the game for the Fighters 5-4 earlier today, thus securing that crucial 1-game lead on the Hawks. And just a quick check on the leaderboard. Franmil Reyes, the first Pacific League player to 20 home runs. Jusei Manami at 16, Shun Mizutani at 10. Franmil Reyes also continues to lead the PL in RBI and is in the top 10 for batting title. I just don't think he's going to be able to catch up to the likes of Murabayashi and Ota and Shuto and Nishikawa. A lot of guys to leap over, let's say that. No triple crown shot for Franmil, but hey, I'll take a pennant in a playoff spot. That's pretty good. Didn't I call him for like a 40 home run season somewhere? I'm feeling pretty confident
also,
about that.
I mean, he might not get the batting title, but I think he's got a really good shot at the MVP this year. So, I mean, he's definitely having a terrific season, to say the least.
The voters in the NPB do prefer to give MVP awards to the teams that win the pennant. So, someone on the Fighters, Franmil's the obvious call.
Unless the team that's right behind them in second place and gaining ground fast, to say the least, is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, 6-1-1 in their last 8 games, and right before that they went unbeaten in 9 straight before losing this morning's game to the Fighters. And yeah, they are right on the edge of top seed, just 1 game behind, and they have been playing so well lately. I am so happy and totally ignoring how awful I felt at the beginning of the season, but that's baseball, baby. Tomohisa Ozeki continues to play very well in the starting rotation, holding the Buffaloes to 1 run over 8 innings on Sunday's game, reducing his ERA to 1.63, which is 3rd best in the PL, which is crazy that you could have a 1.63 ERA and just be 3rd in the Pacific League, but that's how good the pitching is out here. But on the hitting side, Kensuke Kondo picked up his 300th career double in that same game, making him the 80th player in league history to reach the mark and the 5th fastest to do it. I love Kensuke Kondo so much. Hope he continues to tear it up this season. It was so sad seeing games where he wasn't playing, so very, 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 very happy to have him back. And file this under, is there anything that this guy can't do? In Game 1 of the All-Star Game, Lee Van Moinello pitched to carp outfielder Sandro Fabian with his right hand. Now, as some of you should probably know if you've seen him play, he's left-handed, so that's crazy. He's just like, I'm just going to throw right-handed for a bit, see what happens. And he got the out, caused a pop-out out to third base. All par for the course for the ERA leader, and also he is very close to winning the Triple Crown with being 2nd in wins and strikeouts too, right behind, I believe, Sumida Nimai.
For wins, it's Hiromi Ito who's 1 ahead of him.
Right.
For strikeouts, I think it's also Ito.
Yeah, no, he might. Okay, that's surprising. But anyway.
He might needs another start to get back on the lead.
Oh, right. And now Higishima is starting back on the form to get back into shape, and Ukyo Shuto leads the Pacific League with stolen bases at 27, just ahead of Hiroki Kobukata. He would actually kind of be my dark horse MVP pick. Shuto's having such a good season right now, not just with the stick and on the base paths, but defensively, he's he's always been good, but he's just been glowing lately. And I think he's like the future star for the Hawks once Yanagita's gone. I think I've seen a lot of social media stuff seeming to like angle towards him being one of the more popular players, which, I mean, he should be. He is the best. And so that kicks us over to our third place team, who the Hawks have really made some distance on them between them. The Oryx Buffaloes. Take it away, Gabe.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for the Buffaloes lately. 2-6 in their last 8. They ended a 6-game losing skid earlier today against the Lions. The cushion above the Eagles has shrunk to 4.5 games. Thanks to that losing streak, the Buffaloes are now 0-10-1 in their last 11 games at Mizuho PayPay Dome, extending to last season. Yes, the Hawks are good, but still, can we not make it a concrete torture cell? That one win of the bunch was a laugher. The Buffaloes dumped 5 runs in the 10th on the Marines at Zozo Marine Stadium to win 8-3. So the team can still fire the offense. It's just, what's going on with the pitching? That said, the Buffaloes are going to get fashionable on Saturday, August 3rd, a special collaboration with British fashion brand Dax. Pitchers Anderson Espinoza and Andres Machado got dressed up for the adverts to show off the duds. Really cool to see the Buffaloes brand extending beyond the borders of Japan. And I mentioned before, Kotaro Kurebayashi is injured. He's rehabbing in the farm team already. He's expected to be back with a top club in early August.
Yeah, I just had to quickly look up that Dax collaboration. It's spiffy. It's nice. Not exactly what I was expecting. Very British, so that makes sense. But yeah, the Buffaloes have been a bit perplexing as of late. I mean, they were so good early in the season, but yeah, it's baseball. It's a long season. They'll probably be back. And so we kick it over to a team that is climbing up in the standings for the first time in a long time. A bit of a shakeup to our standings order. The Rakuten Golden Eagles. Take it away, Mike.
Okay, so for the Eagles, 4-3 in their last 6, 4 wins in a row. They now sit a game ahead of the Lions. The men in maroon are making a push. A push where? I don't know. Part of that is the guy Jimbo can never remember the name of, Tatsuki Koja. 7 innings of 1-run ball for his 4th win of the season yesterday, so that's good. Itsuki Murabayashi retains the batting title, but just barely ahead of Buffalo's outfielder Ryoma Nishikawa by 0.0004. Only Murabayashi, Nishikawa, and Hawks Ukyo Shudo are batting above 300, with Buffalo second baseman Ryo Ota just behind them. So I believe the one thing Gabe always says is he's not saying that the ball is dead, but he's not saying it's not either.
I'm not saying it, yeah.
Well, I mean, 4 people at over 300 is still better than last year, I think, so that's good.
And better than the entire Central League.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what's going on in Central League right now. Look at the standings. It's disturbing.
Yeah, I know.
Is Koja the guy who throws really hard?
No, I think that's Naoto Nishiguchi that you're thinking of.
I guess I really don't remember who Koja is.
No, he was just the guy. Remember, I had to do the
Tatsuki Koja
dub in the podcast afterwards.
Yes, okay, there we go. Oh yeah,
he is not Daigo Kami Kawabata though. Just remember
and
that
he is not Itsuki Murabayashi, who's I also have. The Eagles are just a minefield of people I don't know, but I do know them.
One guy whose name you'd recognize, Luke Voigt, he's been not only enjoying his time with Rakuten, he's been delivering some big hits. Good to see he might find a home in this Rakuten lineup long term.
Yep, that is cool. And we're going to kick it over now to a team that's falling in the standings and too familiar feeling for me as a Lions liker. But the Saitama Seibu Lions are down in 5th place now, 2-6 in their last 8, with wins bookending a 5-game losing streak after the All-Star game. The Lions beat the Buffaloes in extra innings yesterday on the road, with pitcher Haruto Yamada getting his first NPB save. This season is also his first NPB win, loss, hold, first. All the firsts for everything for him have all been against the Buffaloes, so that's weird. I don't even know what to do with that information other than it's bound to happen to everyone, right? But more importantly, continuing the saga of Tatsuya Imai's dominance this season, he has tied the MPB record with 25 consecutive innings with at least 1 strikeout, with that streak ending on July 19th. The only 2 other pitchers who've done it, Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki. I was about to say fellow Dodgers, which is just very pessimistic, but that's mathematically plausible. And Tyler Nevin has been putting that extension to good use, now sitting 5th in the batting average and tied with Murabayashi on hits with 100. Also has 10 long bombs. He has been a revelation so far this season. Very happy to have picked him up. Very cool to see that foreign player signing paying off huge dividends for the Lions. Again, for as bad as things have been, it's compared to last season, things are great. I'm actually really not that upset. It does kind of feel like they're regressing a little bit to the mean. But yeah, it was a fun ride while it lasted. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs though. And speaking of a team that is definitely not making the playoffs unless something absolutely cataclysmic happens, the Chiba Lode Marines. Take it away, Mike.
Hey, something good could happen, but then again, why would anything good happen? So for the Marines, 4-4-1 in their last 9, so they're hanging in there, you could call it, and that's without Gregory Polanco, who underwent surgery on his right shoulder back in the U.S. on July 25th. He'll continue to rehab stateside for the time being. But at least the fans are showing up in droves, something the Marines fans are known for. The Marines reached over 1 million fans in attendance on July 19th game against the Buffaloes. I'm sure most of that crowd was probably to see the Buffaloes. But today, here's a fun fact for you. Marines infielder Kyoto Ueda hit his first career home run in the top of the 6th in Kitakyushu against the Hawks. But the game got called due to rain before the Hawks could bat in the 5th, which technically means it didn't count. So that box score is a fun time.
Yeah, I remember seeing the highlight of that and genuinely not understanding what happened. I still don't understand. How did he hit a home run in the 6th, but they didn't
The rain was too heavy. This was a couple of weeks ago. The rain was so heavy, they weren't able to play the bottom of the 6th, which means the score reverts to the previous completed inning, a 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, that's brutal. Okay, now that makes a lot of sense because I remember seeing the videos and pictures of him like super happy, and then later being like, "What?" So okay, that makes sense.
But as for the Marines, that's pretty much all. But the average Marines viewing experience this season is either me waking up and then, do you guys ever see the Family Guy clip where Stewie decides to be a Mets fan?
Yep,
it's pretty well. Yep. Yeah, it's like that. Like, oh boy, I woke up. Let's watch some Marines. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's like, and the game is over.
And it's into the stands. Okay, goodbye. Or I wake up and go, oh, cool, they won. And then I wake up the next day and I'm like, oh, God, that's double digit to nothing. What happened?
There's all the times they've blown it in like the 8th or 9th this season.
And there's a couple of times where it's like none of the runs are earned. And I looked at them like, all right, who did it? And it's like 0-0 ER, 0 ER, 0 ER. I'm like, what? Stop that.
Stop playing baseball like that. That's not good.
Stop it. Get some help.
And so we will wrap up today's show with our familiar faces in new places. Got a lot of ground to cover this week because congratulations to the one, the only Ichiro Suzuki on his Cooperstown induction. It was so amazing to see, I think, one of our favorite players get into Cooperstown finally. And hopefully the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame is next for the legendary Oryx Blue Wave player. I was about to say Oryx Buffalo, but yeah, he's got that weird little the switchover thing going on.
Well,
but
he's inducted. It's just a matter of when is he going to show up for the ceremony.
I didn't know that was. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Okay, that's awesome.
He is the first player to be in both Halls of Fame.
Woo! And then one day, I can think of another player who will probably be in there. This special one, Mr. Shohei Ohtani, went on an absolute belter of a tear last week, hitting 5 home runs before cooling down a little bit since the boys in blue arrived in Cincinnati. But he still leads the NL in home runs and OPS, though he had a bad game yesterday. And I also just saw right before we came on, he had a very poor pitching performance against the Reds. But whatever. It's baseball. It happens. It happens to all of us. And speaking, though, of people who have been cruising, Yoshinobu Yamamoto has been very, very good, picking up 17 strikeouts against 4 earned runs since the All-Star break. He is still among the league leaders with 2.63 ERA. And just a quick aside, I just want to point out, Paul Skeens leads the majors with a 1.83 ERA, but a record of 6-8. Both of those numbers are insane.
Free Paul Skeens. Free Paul Skeens.
Yeah. But not to the Dodgers, anywhere but the Dodgers. I would even
either that or sell the team. Sell the team.
I had a moment where I thought I would rather he play for the Red Sox than the Dodgers, but that's not true. I would rather he play for the Dodgers. And also, in less good news, Kodai Senga has been getting slapped around a little bit since he's gotten back from injury, giving up 7 runs over 8 innings over his last 2 outings. But his ERA is still 2 for the whole season, over 16 games pitched, which means, man, his ERA must have been really, really, really astronomically good before the little injury bug made him have these problems. But and speaking of injuries, I saw conflicting reports on rookie Sasaki's injury progress. Some say he's back to facing live batters soon. Some say otherwise. But the one thing all the reports did have unilaterally is that he is back to throwing in the bullpen again, which is good, right? That can't be bad. And hopefully he gets back to being the rookie Sasaki we all know and loved, and maybe loved less now that he's a Dodger. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll break a nail in his non-pitching hand and can't pitch for another 3 months.
Oh, or he's gonna get one of those gnarly blisters all over his body again, all everywhere. Just
he is a blister, yeah.
the craziest blisters you've ever
I am
seen.
become blister.
And so that brings us to the end of today's show and our question of the day. The July 21st player registration deadline is tomorrow. Any trade targets for your teams, I guess, in either league?
I'd say the Fighters should look at improving their middle infield. Swing big, get Tonosaki.
Yeah, that could be good.
Lions are fading. That's their big opportunity. For the Buffaloes, starting pitching honestly has not been that good this year. Kuti and Miyagi are the only Buffaloes with an ERA under 3. I'd say give up some of the young talent. Maybe it's time to cut ties with Shunpei Yamashita. Can't believe I'm saying that. And go get a more established starting pitcher. See if your crosstown buds the Tigers will be willing to give up with like a Kotaro Otake.
Yeah, that could work. I want the Hawks to take Tonosaki. That'd be nice. I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be cool.
Dude, you have Makihara and Shuto. Hands off.
Yeah, that's true. Or we hit up the Giants and we're like, hey, give us back Kai. Just give him back.
I'll give you $5 for Kai.
I don't care what you want except, anyone good. Just give him back. What about you, Mike? Or, maybe like a whole new team?
Trade the entire team and bring back the Bobby V Marines.
There we go.
Better yet, let Bobby V play. I'm sure he.
There we go.
Yeah, let him play.
Actually, there was a photo.
Get Abe too.
There was a photo of at the induction ceremony for Ichiro in Cooperstown of like NPB royalty. It was Ichiro, Masanori Murakami, the first ever Japanese player to play in the majors, LeRon Lee, the career batting average leader in NPB, and a JBB Hall of Fame omission, and Bobby Valentine.
Royalty's a stretch, but okay.
No, that is royalty. You are wrong.
If I'm listing NPB royalty, I'm listing a lot more people ahead of them.
Okay, fine, but like these are people who could at least make the trip.
I mean, Murakami. I mean, yeah, I would agree Murakami, but
maybe not royalty.
There's a lot of people.
What's the word?
Gentry, nobility. At least then.
Nobility.
Yeah, nobility. I'd agree with you. Yes.
Okay. There we go.
There we go. And on that agreeing note of everyone coming together, that is the end of today's show. Thank you for listening, and like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. Answer the question: who would you like to see on the trade deadline, whether it's your MPB team or your MLB team? And we'll see you next time on the podcast. Take care.